What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to a new video, and today we had post squats on the plan. So basically right now in the off season I don't have real competition squats, and post squats are my primary squat day, so to say. The day where I try and push my squat as much as possible. I was feeling okay that day. I did my warm-ups with 170, as you can see right now. They felt very fluffy, so we jumped up to 205, or actually to 200 for the last warm-up. I like to put on my belt on the very last warm-up just to mimic the conditions I would have in the top set or the working sets as much as possible. Before that, it's just warming up, and I don't feel the necessity to really put. I believe in my previous block, my PR or my highest squat was 215 kg for a top set of 5. So since this was the first day of the block, I decided to start with 205 so I can work myself up and past the 215 PR from the last block. As you can see, it was very smooth. The reps felt good, composed and well executed. I did not fold too much, neither in my upper body nor did my knees come in too much. I also made sure to have a nice and long pause for the last rep. Now here you have an excellent camera angle, best angle you can wish for. But I did my four back off sets with 180 kg. They felt good. However, I have a weird clicking sound in my knee for a couple of weeks now, and especially if I pause very long in the bottom, I can feel my right knee almost rubbing or like producing like a rubbing, drooling sound. I don't know what is happening with my knee. I think I'm just breaking down. Just an old timer. But either way, I decided to push because it's not really painful. It's just an uncomfortable sound. It almost feels like the bones are rubbing on each other, which is of course not good. So I need to have that checked out. But in this angle, I wanted to also talk about something else, and that is the hand positioning. Because many people underestimate how important it is in the squat to keep your back tight. And for me, the optimum of tightness I can achieve during the squat, especially in my back, comes from a very, very close hand position. As you can see, my hands are literally almost bent behind my back to create tension, and this allows me to have a tighter back and fold less and keep my chest very upright and up all the time during the lift. I just feel like it just increases my squatting ability. The next exercise was the famous board press. It's one of my favorite exercises to do next to the normal bench presses. And I believe today the top set was 140 kg for a 4x6. I currently am using the 2.5 kilo plate flat on my chest. That would be approximately 2.5 to 3 centimeters, so exactly 1 inch, which is a very, very small block, since traditionally you would have maybe 2 or 3 inches. But it works well for me, and it has a solid transition to my normal bench because it's just minimally different, right? After bench we had snatch grip RDLs, just an exercise I have been doing and I will probably continue doing, that has been able or like reliable enough for me to not only work on my stability in my upper back, but also really keep my lower back tight and keep or stay in the neutral position, so that whenever I pull, I don't fold in my lower back, which is the biggest problem for me in my conventional deadlift, since I have such a long torso. If you watch it from the side, you can see what I mean. And in normal conventional deadlifts, I have bad leverages already. But putting also a snatch grip or gripping in a snatch grip puts a different kind of pressure also on the way you have to pull your lats in, and this engages more of your lats, while I also of course always have in my mind to keep my lower back neutral. After that, we had some accessories. I believe I didn't film the biceps curls, but I did my biceps curls on the cables, followed by this exercise, just a rear cable flies, basic exercise just to keep the shoulder healthy. Coming to the last exercise, we had hanging leg raises, and it's a very nice exercise. I feel it. I always feel it or feel the soreness afterwards, so it's definitely a movement that is working my abs. However, I look very I honestly look very stupid while doing it, because it looks like I'm just like a gorilla trying to hang on there for dear life. I'm also using the straps because it's too uncomfortable to hold on for a long time. But it works the abs well, and I'm happy with the exercise. Also relieves some tension in the back due to the hanging, and it allows me to decompress a bit at the end of the workout. So with that, I wish you guys all the love, all the power. Have a good one.